Hi, this is Jeff with ForexStrategySecrets.com with another pointer on being a disciplined trader, and this is how to become good at losing. We've heard this before. Growing up, your mom said, "Johnny, quit being a poor sport," when you didn't like the way the game was going. Well, your mom was more right than you thought when it comes to being a poor sport. It also applies here in trading. You need to develop the backbone to be able to handle losses. Recently had a trading buddy I was working with that we were following some trades and watching the market and playing the game, which isn't something you should do. You should follow the rules, and trying to figure out how his strategy worked, my strategy worked. We weren't really on the same page. Well, in the process of doing this, I lost on a trade. Well, I know that when you have a trade and it goes against you, get out early. Get out as quick as you can. And so that's what I did. Well, my trading buddy didn't, and he talked to me shortly after that. He says, "Hey, you owe me $1,000. I said, "I don't owe you nothing." What are you talking about? He says, "Well, I just lost on that trade." I said, "Why'd you take it then?" He says, "Well, you said that you were going to take it." I said, "No, is that part of your game plan, is to follow someone else's advice?" I says, "I lost on that trade too, and I got out at this point." So what had happened was he either over leveraged his account, he got emotional with that trade. In other words, he married that trade. And when you marry something, you become emotional about it, you become attached to it, you become serious about it, to the point that you forget everything else around you that needs to take place. So money management and risk management went out the window. So the value behind this story would be that, one, don't get so serious with the trade that you can't see the future opportunity that's there if you just close that loss and get on with the opportunities that await you. You need to know that if you're in this market, whether you've been in this market a long time or whether you're new to this, you need to know that you're going to lose. And you need to learn how to lose through proper money management and risk management. So risk management being before you even place a trade, you're determining what's going to happen, what's going to take place, what you're going to put on the table, what's going to be your risk level, those types of things. And then after you place a trade, how you're going to manage it. Are you using stop losses? Are you going to have a price point? Are you going for a certain type of setup in the market? Those are things you need to take into heart and be serious about. And non-emotional trading. You need to know that I'm going to follow these rules. When 1 happens, I go to 2. When 2 happens, I go to 3. When 3 happens, I go to 4. And if anything deviates from that, if it goes from 1 to 2 to 1, you know that that's a sign to get out. And you need to be willing to understand you're going to lose money, or lose trades, I should say, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. It's going to happen. And even the experts and the pros and the guys that know what they're doing, they still lose. If you look at any money management program, they're always saying, yeah, our money managers have a 50% or a 30% return. Well, there's a big percentage there that's not being publicized, and that's their losses. And you need to realize that this market is full of losses, and you need to know how to control that. And through proper money management, you can take a loss and turn it into a short bump in the road and then move on to the greater opportunity. Because oftentimes a loss means that the market's changed directions. And so at that point you're able to say, well, maybe I was in the wrong direction. I can get in on this other direction and make some money. Still following your rules. You know, rules are a big part of this. So if you're taking a loss and you know how to take a loss and get out quickly and learn to love to get out of a loss quickly so that you can move on to the opportunities and the benefits that are there for you, then you're going to save capital, you're going to save time, and open up tons of opportunity for yourself. So this is Jed with ForexStrategySecrets.com. If you know how to become good at losing, you're going to do fine in the market. And that is one of the most important keys you can understand as far as being able to emotionally overcome that. This is another pointer on being a disciplined trader. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.